in effect today. Swipe right from the left side of your screen. Now you can find other cool peeps playing nearby and even add them as friends. Connect your address book for a list of suggested mates as well. Now your new crew can help you win. While you play, look for their avies popping up alongside the answers before the time is up. Perhaps you'll follow their lead, perhaps they'll follow yours. I'm Sharon Carpenter, your BFF for life, and this is HQ Trivia, where what you know can win you dough. The rules here are simple. I'm going to ask you a series of questions from easy to hard. You have 10 seconds to tap the answer. You get it correct, you move on. Answer all 12 right and you win, or you split that cash. And don't forget, inviting people to HQ with your code can earn you those extra lives. One can be used per game, just not on the final round. Now tonight we are giving away a lovable, huggable £1,000. You could share that with your mates if you're feeling generous, or just be greedy and keep it for yourself. But before you stash it, you've got to smash it. Let's get to the quizzing. Here we go with Q1. Which of the following is considered to be a deterrent to vampires? Goji berries, garlic, galaxy minstrels. The OGG, keeping the vamps away. If you've covered yourself with galaxy minstrels, everyone is going to be biting you and it's your own fault. Great on your bread, bad on your breath. Garlic keeps those vampires away. 172,000 if you have the garlic breath right now. Bram Stoker introduced the idea in his classic novel Dracula, and we've been dining out at Italian restaurants ever since. Q2, which of these is a ride at Disneyland? Pirates of the Caribbean, Prawns of the Caspian, Pilates of the Jelly Bean. They all sound like a ton of fun to me. There can only be one right answer here. Caspian prawns may be very tasty, but that's not enough to earn them a ride at Disneyland. Swashbucklers in paradise. It's Pirates of the Caribbean. 170,000 if you got that right. Shiver me timbers. One of the first rides at the original Disneyland. It avoided being turned into a film franchise for over 30 years. We see you out there, players. Yeah, we do. Hello to the Wembley Massive. Hi to Jackson Blue in the US from Ireland right now and playing along. Hello Hickory Avenue in Colchester. The Vegan Grindhouse crew are with us. So are Fran and Julian at King's College. Big Furzo and his pals in London, and Val and Ash in Middlesbrough. Good luck to all of you. Q3, what's the name of the imaginary line that divides Earth's northern and southern hemisphere? Equalizer, elastic, equator. It's not a real line. It's an imaginary line. What do we call it? It splits the planet into two equal parts, but equalizer isn't the answer we're after here. Mother Earth's smoking hot midriff. It's the equator. Equator for the win. 167,000 of you crossing the line. Now, we're part of the Northern Hemisphere, while all the good sports teams are part of the Southern Hemisphere. Not fair. Q4, which Dutch products were traded despite their price exceeding their value in the 17th century? Windmill sails, tulips, clogs. You learned this in school, but have you forgotten? I hope not. As far as I'm concerned, even free clogs would cost more than they're worth, turning Dutch vases into piggy banks. It was tulips. Those flowers, 99,000 of you got that right. You caught the bouquet. We lost about 70,000, close to 70,000 if you're there. Tulip mania was the first economic bubble in history. The flowers cost more than gold in the 1600s. I'll keep the gold, you keep the flowers. All right, Q5. In Anchorman, Brick Tamlin claims to love which of the following? Art Garfunkel's hair, semicolons, lamp. Knowing Brick, it could be any of these. But what does he say in the movie? Steve Carell's character had more than a few screws loose, but which of these things did he love to bits? The light of his life, he declared, I love lamp.
I love lamp. I love lamp.
Lamp, your winning answer there. 53,173 of you are lit right now. Before you get ready for the wedding, though, he also claimed to love a desk and the carpet in the movie as well. That two-timing swine. Q6, which US president was not in office during the Cold War period between 1947 and 1991? Franklin D. Roosevelt, Gerald Ford, Harry S. Truman. Getting chilly in here. It may have been the Cold War, but two of these presidents were sitting in the hot seat for some of it, dealing with World War II instead. It was Franklin D. Roosevelt for the win. Presidential win there for 24,562 of you. The US went through 9 different presidents during the Cold War. And talking of winter, let's move on to Q7. Which of these is not the name of a sword in Game of Thrones? Dawnbreaker, Needle, Widow's Wail. G-O-T. 3 swords you want to be on the blunt end of, but which of them hasn't been waved about in Westeros, slicing its way through Skyrim instead? Is the Dawnbreaker sword. 12,000 of you broke that one. Now, Joffrey was chuffed with Widow's Wail, but we enjoyed his other wedding present even more, didn't we? Q8, which of the following is the name of a prominent section in Westminster Abbey? Pilgrim's Conclave, Statesman's Isle, Monarch's Chamber. We all know Westminster Abbey, but do you know this? They all sound the part, but which is the only one that actually is a part of the Abbey? Always in need of a cleanup. It's the Statesman's Isle. Did you get that? That was a savage question right here. Almost 10,000 of our players gone. 2,877 sizzling sausages. Sorry to see some of you go. Now, it's where former PM William Pitt was buried, but he wasn't quite as tall as the 33-foot statue of him in the aisle, though. Q9, which of these is not a type of waterfall, block, fan, cross? Please stick to the rivers and the lakes you're used to. TLC told us not to do it, but which of these would be impossible to chase anyway? No matter what you call them, a waterfall will never get crossed. It's not going to get angry with you. It's not 1,580 of you crossing the line here on Q9. Niagara Falls seems to flow well, but it's actually an example of a block waterfall. Q10, which of these ex-Premier League strikers has never won the Champions League? Mario Balotelli, Nicolas Anelka, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Never won the Champions League. 3 of the game's greatest goal machines, but who has yet to conquer Europe? Rocking the ego, but not the medals. Zlatan Ibrahimovic for the win. Nice score there by 614 of you. Anelka won the tournament with Real Madrid, while firework fanatic Balotelli won with Inter Milan. Q11, just 2 questions to go, players. Which one of these musicians was not on A Tribe Called Quest's iconic 1993 album cover? Ice Cube, The Far Side, Dr. Dre. Iconic music as well. Awesome album. Midnight Marauders was the Where's Wally of hip-hop heroes, but whose face was literally impossible to find. They remember Dre, but they forgot about Ice Cube. He wasn't there. 192 of you got that one. Attitude at the ready, because we're marauding onto the final round. Just 192 players left in the game. There's a whopping £1,000 up for grabs. Who's going to take home the win? Let's find out. Q12, which manga series started out as an online comic? Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, One Punch Man. An online comic, formerly. 3 action-packed anime shows, but which one kicked things off on the web? Manga is full of ridiculous haircuts, but this show star is a total baldy, yawning his way through even the toughest of battles. It's the amazing One Punch Man for the win. We have 108 winners. You smashed it. With the 1-2 punch right there, 108 winners tonight on this Friday night. Well done. You are taking home £9.26. We've got Superman, more like Superman. We've got Paddy RD. We've got the Chan 92. Nice grimace there. We've got David Robb as well. Some interesting Abbies. Well done to all of you. What are you going to do with the cash? Maybe hit the Italian to ward off the vampire. Some of the garlic bread. Get yourself some clogs. Buy a new lamp to love. There's a lot you can do with that almost £10. Well done. What a great way to start a Friday night off the right way. That was epic. I'm Sharon Carpenter, and you can find me on the socials. You see them right in front of me. Stop by, say hi. Let me know how you got on tonight, okay? We've got more cash to splash tomorrow. I'll be here at 9 p.m. with another chance for you to snag, you know what, £1,000. I can't wait. You can't either. I will see you then. Bye. Woo!